Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in today's market update. I want to elaborate on Bitcoin and USDT mainly because we have very interesting price action, and I think the upcoming week will tell very much about what will happen in the next few weeks and months. So stay sharp and stay alert. Okay, so I wanted to elaborate here on Bitcoin first. So this is our weekly high, but I think we won't take this out. So if we take a look at this range, we can see we are taking the lows, leaving the highs. So what can happen here? We get the move up to take out all these highs here, take the move higher and distribute properly from here and then go down. This is a scenario that I'm looking for because these highs here, I was waiting here and here when we had this move up to take out all these highs, but sometimes the market has a nice how do I say it? Has a nice it traps people in thinking that all these highs are getting taken out and we never take it out. In the last video, I think I showed this here where we had similar price action, but here we had more of a consolidation, and here we got the push up, and I was looking for a push up again to even maybe mitigate the refined supply here, and we never got it. We got like a very ugly internal or our model 2 with the world's lowest follow through, and then a sharp move down that solidifies this as a proper third tap with a manipulation phase here. And we kinda have the same. Only thing here is we are within this supply. I deleted it, but we are within, or we mitigated this supply here. And price action respected this supply from the previous range and consolidated here and never took out this high. So what if it is the same like here, that we don't take out the high and we open the week and flush? So this was a Sunday pre-Asia. So it will be interesting if we get it, that we open like in we open like in 12, 13 hours. Maybe we get a move up, take out the Friday highs, but we are building some lows coming up. So zooming in here, we can see we have a nice supply here above. And we are ranging, but we are leaving the lows here. And if we get the move up, maybe like this, mitigating this supply here, we got our 1, 2, 3 with some liquidity build up here, and then open the week and go down. So this is what happens mostly of the time, that we set the pivot for the week on Monday or Tuesday. So if you take a look, we had our Monday high here, and obviously the low was taken over and over again, but the Monday high was set in the first minute of the week, and I gave it a very low probability because oftentimes it creates a higher wick and then goes down. But here we actually had the high on the first day and we did not take it out. So this is our low of the week as for now. But if you take a look here, Monday, we had this candle here, but on other charts it's like around here, and we went up and set the weekly low on Monday. So there's, statistically speaking, a very high chance on Monday, Tuesday to set the weekly high or low. And for an up, then we trade with the trend. So if we get the move up here, mitigate the supply and go down, then this can be the weekly high, and we continue the trend down. So this will be a very, very interesting week. As I said in the beginning, this was no clickbait, and you can see we even have a 4-hour structure supply. So we went down 2 candles, went up 1, 2 candles, and went down straight. So basically this whole thing here is supply, and we get an overlapping supply here on the lower time frame, where you can see we go, and we got here a little mitigation on the 1 minute here, but we even got here a little order block. But yeah, this is our unmitigated part, and you already can see the slow move up. Here we got the aggressive move up because of, I think, the Clarity Act thing, but you can see fast moves down, slow moves up. So yeah, this whole thing is supply, but I don't put it there because it will get messy. So this is my playbook for the upcoming week. Obviously, we can also just push higher and do nothing, or just go down without mitigating something. But yeah. And now I want to talk about USDT dominance. And on the last update, I changed my range to this here. This was my range. And I changed it because this was a bit more cleaner for me personally. And I wanted to take out this liquidity point. So it does not have to, but this is so obvious that I thought, okay, well, and we front ran it here, and I thought maybe we get the move down to take out all these lows and then move up, because this is fuel for the move up. But I changed this back to this low here. So we had our extortion, 1, 2, coming into the range. 1, 2, take out the low for a model 1. And here we got the test entry. And I wanted to educate a bit more on the test entry. Here, this is a test. And then this is our LPS for the further moves of this range. So let me pull up this page here. So it's wyckoffanalytics.com. And here you can see, let me copy this. Here you can see the accumulation schematic 1. You got our 1, 2, 3, all lower than each other. And we got the test entry. So what is a test entry? If you read this little thing here, large operators always test the market for supply through a trading range and at key points during a price advance. If considerable supply emerges on a test, the market is often not ready to mark up. A spring is often followed by one or more tests. A successful test indicating that further price increases will follow typically makes a higher low on lesser volume. So if we go, sadly, we don't have the proper volume here, but you can see we kinda have, oh well, we actually got some volume things here, but you can see we got massive volume coming up and we make a higher low on less volume. Okay, you can see it. Here was the move up on big volume and higher low on less volume. So you can see this is very low volume in comparison with this here. And now the note, springs or shakeouts usually occur late within a trading range and allow the stock dominant players to make a definitive test of available supply before a markup campaign unfolds. A spring takes price below the low of the trading range and then reverses to close within the trading range. So we took out the low. As you can see, we are talking about a spring. This is the third tap here. And we close again inside of the trading range, even breaking bullish here. Okay. Let's see. A terminal shakeout at the end of an accumulation trading range is like a spring on steroid. Shakeouts may also occur once a price advance has started with rapid downward movement intended to induce retail traders and investors in long positions to sell their shares to large operators. However, springs and terminal shakeouts are not required elements. Accumulation schematic 1 depicts a spring, while accumulation schematic 2 shows a trading range without a spring. So you can see we got sharp moves down here. We got sharp moves into our test that was not clear that we get a trend shift here because we pumped up, reversed, and the test is always awkward to trade. Always. If we get a test on a Model 1, it's always awkward to trade. And you can see, but it respected the demand chain and we got the aggressive follow through. So this idea would get invalidated if we go higher and we see exhaustion coming up and then we see our range forming here and then maybe take out all the lows to then reverse properly the price action. So this is the only way I would invalidate this idea. But I talked about this here, I think, on my X, on my YouTube, everywhere. And I think we got our proper Model 1 test entry with the LPS. And if we comes down slowly here, this will be the next LPS for further LPS. Okay. So very, very interesting. And you can see it's awkward to trade, but we respected the model as for now. And the main break, let me see. Well, obviously the main break would be this high here. And this is, let me see. A free day high. So a close above this high here on a free day. Why the free day? Because 2 candles up, 2 candles down, 2 candles up, 2 candles down. So this is our free day market structure. And if you know about level 1 and 2 market structure, you can already see this is our 4-hour high here. We are breaking it, and obviously we broke the 2 hours here. I think it was a 1-hour market structure. We respected the order flow. We got the level 2 break here, went up, and this could indicate a move to the free day here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We are 14 minutes in. Let me briefly talk about ETH here. Seems like we're respecting the model 2, extended model 2 here. So we got a narrow model 2, and on the higher time frame, this is a regular model 2. Seems like we are respecting the order flow, and that's very awkward because these are double highs here, equal highs, and I can imagine that we just flush and go down. And you can see the different price behavior here, but it all gets clearer when you think about USDT and what I explained. Solana, we can get the move up here, or I should say this move up is required for me to take a trade here on Solana. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for. XRP, I was looking for a move up here to take out the liquidity and then reverses. On paper, I was looking for a short thins forever, so it would be nice to get the move up and down. So you can already see the playbook here. Doge the same, move up before down, dog with head the same, move up before down. Sui, I have nothing here. And Fartcoin is the same, but I think it won't reverse here. So basically, yeah, I'm waiting for XRP, Solana, and Paper Doge to get a move up. And this only will happen if Bitcoin pushes up for a proper distribution, for a second tap where we get the model and distribute properly. But we will see what happens. It would not surprise me if we get a little push up, set the weekly high, and then flush for the rest of the week. But we will see what will happen. I hope that you found this video useful. If you found it useful, please like and subscribe the video. Share it if you want, and leave a comment and let me know if you want me to take a look at a specific altcoin. And yeah, thank you for your attention. Stay sharp, stay grateful. Have a nice, blessed week. See ya.